Hey guys, welcome back to episode 6 of my Forza Horizon Let's Play. Today's episode, we're going to start off, I just got a new rumor for another barn find. So we're going to go find that one real quick, and that'll be a good way to start off this episode. So while I'm on the way to the barn find, I just wanted to say a few things about the channel and a few videos. First off, the video I uploaded yesterday of my responding to the critiques and criticism on the problem with modern racing games video. The response on that video has been just overwhelmingly positive, and I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone again for all of the support and encouragement on that video. And I got a lot of people just saying that it's not common to see YouTubers make response videos, especially to very opinionated videos like that. So I really do find that that's a really important aspect of doing YouTube is, my opinion is nothing more than just my opinion, and everyone else's is valid too. And that video, I really just wanted to make it to, showcase, not only to myself, but to the people who agreed with me, to show all of the other opinions that are out there and show that, these are all valid too, right? Like, you don't have to think the same way as me. I don't have to think the same way as you. We can all just respectfully have our own different things and preferences in games. And I think that that was really important to do. And it looks like it worked. Overwhelming like ratio in that video and all of that really just is amazing. But another video that has also been super positive was the Midnight Club LA video. That one, I got, again, huge positive response from you guys on. And, it truly, it means the world to me to see all of the feedback and encouragement. And, criticism too. That's a huge part of improving my videos and content for the future. So I'm never going to say no to that kind of stuff, right? As long as you're being respectful about it. I have zero issues with any sort of little critiques or tips and all that. I really think that's important. I think I see the barn over there. It's just, how do I get to it? I think I might have to use that road down there that I was already on, but we'll see. How do I find this one? This one is really bothering me. I'm sure it's going to be stupid simple once I actually, see how to get to it, but at this moment I am stuck. It's moments like this where I miss Horizon 4's super open world gameplay, where you could just bash through fences and all that, and you could just go open world and all that, like just completely no barriers, just go wherever you want. And there it is. Is this the Barracuda?
You have stumbled across
Looks
a very
like it.
special car here. She needs a little attention, but thank God I'm here to give it to her.
Oh, look at that thing.
This Mopar fan favorite is a 1971 Hemi Cuda. Yeah, that.
Okay, so the 426 Hemi Cuda. Nice. That's an amazing car. So glad to finally have that one. Alright, so let's go do some S-Class races real quick with this car. I want to get some money and some good rep. We really do want to get to... What's the next color wristband? I don't know, but we have a blue. So one of the topics I wanted to talk about in this video was about E3, because it's quite literally... it's right around the corner. And I think it's less than 2 weeks now until E3. And that's going to be really amazing. I think we're going to see some pretty damn good games this year. We already know that, I believe it's going from June 11th to the 13th. It's something like that. And we just got news that, suspected news, but confirmed news now, that Microsoft and Bethesda will be having a conjoined conference there. So they will not have the same conference. They will both be sharing... Sorry, they will not have their own conferences. They will be sharing a booth at E3 this year. That's what I meant to say. But that's definitely interesting, and I think we're 100%. I mean, I don't care which game it is. We will be seeing a Forza game this year at E3. And I again believe that it will come out this year as well. But with all of the rumors and everything leaking out so far, again, all rumors, do not take this as fact, but it's looking very, very likely that Forza Horizon 5 is going to be the Forza game this year. So Forza Horizon 5, I think we will definitely be seeing it at E3 this year, and in terms of, you know, the things that I think we'll see at E3, I think we're definitely going to be seeing, obviously we're going to be seeing a trailer, but I think we'll definitely, if we think back to previous E3s, we will probably get some good gameplay too. And if I am remembering correctly, we normally get a demo shortly after E3 that will, showcase maybe a couple races of the game. I remember that happening with Horizon 3 and Horizon 4. So I don't see why they wouldn't do that with 5, but I mean, the hype is real. We can finally get thinking about Forza Horizon 5. And it's going to be super exciting to see, what Playground Games does with, I mean, it's basically confirmed now that the game is going to take place in Mexico, which is super exciting for me because, I mean, just even geographically, Mexico is going to be perfect for, long cruises across the country, nice variation in landscapes. But, I heard some people complaining that, it would be a little too similar to Forza Horizon 3 in Australia, but I don't think it will be. I think maybe some areas could have that, but at the same time, Mexico is different. So I'm really excited to see what Playground does there. 10 points. Wow, that's, Pink Wristband's next, cool. But 10 points? Really? Okay. Okay, after S-Class, let's go, is there any other S-Class events? New car required, we did that one last episode. BBS Showdown. C-Class, B-Class. Let's do this with the, Sirocco, I guess. Is it Sirocco B-Class or C-Class? I think it's B actually, so let's do this. So the next thing I wanted to bring up in this video would be, I got a lot of, positive feedback when it came to the video game essay style of content that I do. Stuff like the problem with modern racing games and the Midnight Club LA video, and then, some of the older ones I used to do. Stuff like that. I got a lot of positive feedback on those kinds of videos, and I found they do much better in terms of, people, the amount of people watching them, but also engagement, right? More people are engaging with those videos, liking them, commenting, and all that. So my question to all of you would be, what game or game series would you like to see one of those on next? I was definitely thinking about Test Drive, not only Test Drive Unlimited, but, the Test Drive games as a whole. I mean, those games have been around for such a long time. There's so many games, and that would be a huge undertaking. But maybe to start with, we could just do the Test Drive Unlimited games, because those are the ones that I think most people remember.
Just wipe out on the first bend. I'll give you a nudge if you need.
Going back to the video game SI style, I was really thinking of also doing one on, as soon as I'm done with, this game, Horizon 1, I'd love to make one. Hey, look, there's an RX-8 there. But yeah, I was definitely thinking of doing one on this game once I'm done. I already did one on the entire Horizon series. That one, was uploaded quite a few months ago on this channel. But one on just Forza Horizon 1 and doing a long, incredibly deep dive into all of the things that make this game so great. I think that would be it would be an undertaking for sure, but it's one that I would be, really interested and, passionate about actually doing. Like the Midnight Club LA video, I mean, that one, I really loved making it too, so doing something like that for this game, I would be totally up for. And I mean, in all honesty, I love doing these Let's Plays, but the more highly edited, you know, more kind of effort put into them in terms of the essays, the higher production value stuff, I love doing that stuff so much more than Let's Plays. I like doing these too, don't get me wrong. I really love doing these, and these are great for some of the more, I don't know what happened there, but I was trying to say, these are great for, you know, some of the long-term fans and the new people who love just watching all of my videos. And those people, I mean, I gotta let you know, I see you and I do appreciate you. And that's why I love doing these Let's Plays, because I know you guys are gonna watch it, and I really do enjoy seeing all you guys in the comments, you know, familiar faces. Not faces, obviously, but, you know, familiar profile pictures, names. You know, I pay attention to that kind of stuff. It really is, it's awesome to see. So I'm going to go slightly off topic in terms of racing games here. But I was just watching the gameplay trailer and, you know, more of a reveal trailer of Far Cry 6. And if I'm totally honest with you, before watching that trailers, my expectations were on the floor. I was so disappointed with some of Ubisoft's most recent stuff, you know. Watch Dogs Legion was terrible. Yeah, so what I was going to say was, you know, Watch Dogs Legion was incredibly disappointing to me. That game had one of the most empty open worlds that I had ever played in. Story was just horrific. And just such a shame, because it had so much potential and they just kind of ruined it with that game. But when it comes to the Far Cry games, I've played most of them. I haven't played 1 and 2, but I've played 3, 4, 5. I haven't played Primal or New Dawn. You know, those games I didn't hear good things about them, so I didn't touch them, but you know, 3, 4, and 5. I actually really enjoyed, you know, all 3 of those games, 3, 4, and 5. For different reasons. 5, I actually really loved the setting in 5. And the kind of the theme of the game was a little different compared to some of the other Far Cry games. 4 was amazing. 3 is obviously, you know, the GOAT, but, you know, 6, that gameplay trailer and all of that, it looks really, really good. The map alone, I mean, some of the shots they were showing were absolutely just like jaw-droppingly amazing. There was a waterfall sequence in the trailer, which is just like, you know, you're drooling. It looks so good. But, I mean, everything in that trailer was looking pretty good. Some of the character models looked a little plasticky in my opinion, but I feel like some of the lower graphic stuff is mostly due to the game having to release on PlayStation 4 and Xbox One, so they're going to be limited, of course, in terms of texture detail and all of that, but other things like the foliage, the amount of foliage in the jungle sections in the trailer, really impressive. And I gotta say, that whole Caribbean setting is absolutely amazing. I'm really excited to see, you know, how that game goes. And the lead villain could finally you know, rival Voss in terms of a Far Cry villain, and seeing, you know, someone who's like actually even crazier, more insane than Voss, which is that's a really, you know, impressive thing. If they can manage to do that in Far Cry 6, I think we might be looking at the next greatest in the series. I seriously do. Because I hope they took their time with this one, listened to some of the fan feedback. You know, I'm not going to... I have relatively high hopes because of Far Cry 5. And I really think that with the setting and all of that is perfect. The story and some of the characters seem like they have so much potential. So I just really hope that the game actually lives up to, you know, the sum of its parts and will make something, you know, truly incredible with them. And even in regards to like vehicles in that game, they showed us some pretty cool stuff. You know, they've got, you know, custom cars with like weapons on them and big blades on the front, which is pretty cool. That, you know, it reminds me of those like GTA Online Arena Wars cars. If you've ever seen those, you know, silly things like that. I mean, it looked great, and gameplay itself looks great, but at the same time, I mean, it's a Ubisoft game, right? Ubisoft is, you know, it's the dirty word, right? Like, they've made some pretty horrible stuff over the past few years, and it's kind of hard to get super excited for a game whenever you see that Ubisoft logo come up. But, you know, looking at that trailer and everything we know so far, I really do hope that, you know, Far Cry 6 will live up to the hype. So in the past few episodes, I've always asked a question to you all, and for this episode, my question of the day will be, what game are you most excited for at E3 this year? And I know you're already thinking Forza Horizon 5. I know you are. But let's have a few wildcard guesses also. I mean, I don't think Sony is going to be there this year, so we're not really going to see anything Gran Turismo related or anything like that. But leave some wildcard answers in the comments. I love seeing what you guys have to say in terms of that stuff. Oh, we have another showcase? Manic Mini? Oh, well, that one, I don't want to race in a Mini Cooper exactly, so I'm not going to do that one. But let's just, let's do this one. We're already here. Might as well do this one. So I ended up buying this Stratos to take part in this event, and I love this little car. So let's go see how it does. So one of the next topics I was going to talk about was, with this new PC, I have access to Horizon 4 again, as, you know, you have the Xbox Play Anywhere, so if you own the game on Xbox, you can play it on your PC for free, which, that is amazing, Xbox. I truly love that feature. It is awesome. But yeah, I was playing Horizon 4. Really, the game is transformed when you play it on PC at 60 FPS. It feels like a totally different game. All of the weird jankiness that I was complaining about with the physics in that game are pretty much removed. It really is, I mean, you know, no pun intended, but kind of. I mean, it's a game changer. For real, though. It's great. And I mean, some of the little visual details and stuff like that you get in the PC version, it's great. It's such a good, you know, really enjoyable game on PC. And that's kind of, you know, playing that game again is kind of what sparked the idea for the response video to the problem with modern racing games. Because I was thinking of doing that for a while, but I never really got any strong motivation to do so. You know, and then I loaded up the game again and thought about it some little more, played it some more, and I realized, you know, it might be a good time to look at that video again, reanalyze some of my thoughts, and just come at everything from a much more fair, neutral, less biased perspective, right? Because that video had a lot of personal bias to it, and I know that a lot of people agreed with, you know, my thoughts, but at the same time, I don't want to make it seem as if, you know, my thoughts are the only correct, you know, ideas that you should have about video games. That's the last thing I want to do, is spread around my opinion like it's, you know, gospel or whatever, right? Because we all have equal voices, we all have equal, you know, opportunity of opinions here. And, you know, if you absolutely hate Horizon 1 and adore Horizon 4, that's, you know, I got no problem with that, right? Like, stuff like that. Like, we have totally different opinions, but I can, you know, I can respect yours, you can respect mine, we can live like humans. Okay, 180 to the next wristband, let's go. Oh wow, so we unlocked all of the street races now. That's crazy. So we might want to start that in the next episode, doing some street races so we can get that, you know, some big cash money prizes, and start buying some pretty crazy cars. But for this episode, I think I'm going to finish it up here. I wanted to give you guys a little bit of a longer episode this time because I know it's been a while since the last episode in the series, and, you know, I wanted to do some, you know, extra different content to kind of just freshen up my head a little bit. You know, being stuck on this one game is cool, but it gets tiring of every once in a while, and I wanted to just give you guys some fresh content. So here it is, you know, a little longer episode than normal, but I really hope you guys enjoyed this as normal, and you know, the next episode should be up within the next few days. And yeah, guys, I really hope you guys enjoyed this one, and if you did, leave a comment and a like, and I'll see you guys in the next episode.